Happy Wednesday, everybody, and welcome to day 2 of canning class. Today, we're going to learn about different canners, and I'm going to show you some of the ones that I have. I did do some research upon request, and some people asked how much they were. The prices in my showcase are actually cheaper than Walmart and also Amazon and anywhere else. Some of the prices are higher as far as like my Nesco canner that I'm going to show you. So I did not add that to my showcase, but I wanted to work on the cheapest price for everybody to get started. So please watch this video the entire way through. I do apologize. It's like about 6 minutes, but it will give you some good insight on the products that you will need for your canning journey. If you have any questions for me, please leave it in a class discussion. I'm currently working on class 3. So here we go. The canner that you're looking at now is a hot water bath canner. It's a 21.5 quart hot water bath canner. I'm going to show you the inside of mine. It's kind of worn. It's been used pretty often. It comes with a rack and it has a good capacity. I believe it can hold 8 quarts. I'll have to check it out and see. This is the bottom of the canner. Traditionally, this one is used on a stove, but I've also used it on my glass top. The next one is a hot water bather, but it's a stock pot type. And I also have this in my showcase. This one I did get from Walmart. It has a rack. It has a capacity for 6 quarts. And I wanted to show the bottom because it's very good for glass top stoves. I do use both pretty often. And then, as you guys know, I'm a fan of 4 jars. So this is my 4 jars towel, still in good quality. If you do not have a rack, you can put a towel in the bottom of your pot. So like pretty much like a tea towel, you would want to wet it first to get it just a little heavier, get a little weight on it so that when you fill up your canner, it is not floating to the top. I took time to load up the canner so that you can get an illustration of what that would look like. When you load up your hot water bather, you always want to do 1 to 2 inches of water over the top to cover your jars. And that'll make sure that it's covering the top of those jars for that seal. Sometimes people do allow it to go just to the neck of the jars. That is a different type of technique. I will have to research the name of it again, but I do 1 to 2 inches of water above my jars to make sure I keep them covered. The next canner you're going to see is the Nesco canner. It can hot water bath. It can slow cook. It's a pressure cooker all in one. And it comes with 2 pressure regulators. One is for 1,000, below 1,000 feet, and the green one is for above 1,000 feet elevation. So my elevation is below 1,000 feet. So I use the black one that's on here and the green one, which is substantially heavier. It comes with it as well. It does come with 2 racks. At the back here, as you can see, any water that comes off of the canner will go into that. The next one is my Presto 23 quart pressure canner. And this one has a pretty good capacity. It does have a weighted pressure gauge dial on it. So this one has a pressure gauge dial, and so I normally pressure can mine at 11 pounds of pressure. We did talk about the heat teetering with these, so if you go below what you need, then you have to restart the process. This is the overpressure vent, so if your canner ever gets overpressure, that will pop out. I'm just kind of showing here how you would open the canner a little bit. I was trying to do it with one hand and record with one hand, but this is the rack that's in there, and I have to get a second rack for this one. This one did not come with a second rack, but you can put 2 layers of pints in here if you need to, and also 2 layers of quarts. And you line that up on the side because it's a little trick to closing this thing up. And again, I have my 4 jars lids. I love 4 jars. That's also in my showcase. They have the best lids hands down. I have had 100% seal rate with my 4 jars lids, and I wanted to show an example. This is my 4 jars lid, and this is from the Anchor Hocking jar that I purchased from Tractor Supply. Do you see how thin the seal is on this one? And it's kind of flimsy. Look how much thicker. You can even tell the indentation of the thickness of the 4 jars seals. So I do have some on my showcase. You can get about 12, I think 25 for about $12. And then these are my rings. And this is a wide mouth ring. The other ones were regular mouth. And again, this is a 4 jars ring. I'm sorry, lid, and it has that thicker seal on it. I'll call these ball grabbers. And I call them ball grabbers because I got this kit with my ball jars. And then that's a jar opener there, and it also can tighten up your jars. This is a standard pint wide mouth jar. And then this is a standard regular mouth pint jar. And then you have your regular quart jar, and you have your regular wide mouth quart jar. And I just wanted to show you Mr. Krabs there. He's also in my showcase. I use it to hold my spoons. And this is a half pint. And I didn't have any empty, so I had to show you what I had. And then these are my jelly jars here. I did some cowboy candy and I had extra, so I put them in my jelly jars. And what Mr. Krabs was holding is actually, it's a magnet for your lids so that when you sanitize them, you don't get them contaminated. You take that and you use it. And then I do have 2 different funnels. I do have a kit for this that was reasonably priced, so I put that in my showcase. And then this is a jar opener. I do have to get a 4 jars jar opener as well. And then these lids here are regular mouth and wide mouth. I use these. They do come with a gasket ring to go around it. Like if I open up my ketchup and I want to save it, or if I open up some peppers. Have a good day.